cuties. Subscribe.
All right, we are back with some more nostalgia because we just love it so bad. And we love fashion and we love girly stuff. So we gonna get into this video talking about stores that we used to shop at that closed down. That I used to shop at, okay? Let's jump right into it with clothing store number 1. Deb Shops, to be exact. I know y'all remember Deb, okay? Deb had it on lock. What? Deb's was kind of more so when we were like in our teens, okay? Don't mind the phone. This is just all my little notes so I can kind of bring everything that I've been saying to you, okay? But yeah, Deb had a lot of like teen fashion type stuff, preteen stuff, teen years kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Definitely like a girl's store. And it was one of them stores that you wanted to be going into, okay, at that age. So again, they had a lot of bright, colorful clothes. When I tell you, I remember Deb's being so big. I remember it being so big. I'm like, dang, it's a lot of stuff over there. There's a lot of stuff over there. They had a lot of trendy fashion, okay? A lot of like stuff that it's like, oh, okay, what's this? You know, and really had a lot of things that was affordable, okay? It wasn't too bad, you know. We probably was complaining back then, but it ain't nothing like what it's like now. Okay, but yeah, they definitely had the, you know, the dressing rooms. You could go in, try on your clothes and stuff like that. I remember you could always find something cute, okay? I always remember that. So I would definitely say it was in the fashion era, like I said, of the teens, very colorful. It was super like mall culture type, you know what I mean? I would say what made it kind of special is because it was not really expensive, but it still gave those trendy looks, okay? It had different body type options like we talked about. School clothes, casual clothes, hanging with friends clothes, little events clothes, okay? Definitely had whatever you kind of really need in those areas, okay? Why I think it closed. I'm going to tell you why I think it closed. Again, teen mall traffic started to slow down. People were coming up out of them stores and they were going online, okay? Parents was not trying to take them kids to the mall. They didn't really want their kid up there without no, you know, supervision, no chaperone, all kind of stuff. Again, fast fashion. So in my last video, you can see that we talked about fast fashion, which is fashion where they shipping clothes fast and you can get a lot of stuff for a little bit of nothing. Okay, that kind of took over from the in-store, you know, mall culture, okay? So, just a little nugget of knowledge. Deb Shops, they closed down because of bankruptcy, and they closed down in 2015. I didn't even know that, but that's how you know. Like I said, I graduated in 2012. Okay? So again, they was still kind of in that like teen kind of early, really early kind of adulthood type era, okay? So, Deb's. Rest in peace. Okay, next up, we going with Dots. Who, do y'all remember Dots? Girl, everybody was at Dots. Like, anytime you had a little outing, you wanted, you know, it was a barbecue coming, you was at Dots. If you, but the club scene, when I think of Dots, let me tell you, this is what I think of. Big belts, okay? I'm talking about the ones they was putting around that shirt. Chunky jewelry, bangles. I was a bangle girly. I'm starting to slowly kind of come back into being a bangle girly, okay? I would say heels, jeans. Y'all was giving business casual. Y'all know y'all was. Business casual, very cute and classy type pieces, okay? It was giving, like I said, going out, lounge, bar, it was giving that. But they also had stuff good for like graduation outfits, dinners, birthday fits, all kind of stuff, okay? And that jewelry section, baby, I was there. Dots had all the fine jewelry. Ooh, that's cute. Child, I would rack up just on jewelry alone. Okay? So definitely. But again, a lot of sexy, feminine, very kind of like, okay, kind of classy kind of looks and stuff, okay? Super grown type looks. Again, Dots was kind of more so, again, in your early adulthood kind of era, okay? Let me tell you again, reasons why I think they closed. Reasons why I think they closed, again, fashion. I'm telling you, it's just it's what it is. It kind of took over. It's really, you know, nothing they could really kind of come up against. Again, a lot of the fashion trends are changing. Okay. So I don't think they could really kind of keep up. And yeah, they really kind of was really one of the main stores for like club wear, outside wear, type wear, even like I said, business casual type wear. That was Dots, okay? So just a little nugget again. Dots closed down in 2013 because they filed for bankruptcy, okay? So like I said, I graduated from high school 2012, so they closed down a year after that. So that's just letting you know that Dots couldn't hang, but baby, we was in Dots. I know y'all remember Dots, okay? Next up, let's go to, I wonder, do y'all remember this? Do y'all remember AGACI? You know, now look, I pronounce it AGACI, but they said it's called AGACI. Like, who the hell was calling it AGACI? Like, I don't know. But AGACI, one of my favorite stores, okay? I did not want to leave out that store when I went in it, okay? It felt like, to me at that time, it felt like high-end fashion because they had a lot of different stuff, okay? Again, very, very colorful stuff, trendy accessories. Them accessories, I'm talking about the purses was fire, the glasses was fire, the jewelry was fire. They had a lot of statement pieces, okay? AGACI was that girl. Very glamorous, fashion forward, bold, okay? Only one thing that I would say was a downside was that they was not really inclusive like that. It's like you couldn't really go in there with a lot of meat on your bones because you was not getting into them clothes. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I think the last time I had went in there when like an actual AGACI store downtown Chicago, they only had a good small and mediums. They didn't really have nothing really past that. And even when they did, it was like 2 larges left. Honey, I can't get in there. But yeah, definitely not really more for the curvy girls. But see, stores like that, that's why you kind of stock up heavily on the accessories and stuff. So you can still have something from them. You might not necessarily be able to get into a lot of the clothes, but you got the accessories, okay? So, like I said, some things that I do miss, like I said, the unique pieces, the shoes, the accessories, just that whole fashion industry feel when you went up in there, okay? So, here are some reasons why I think it closed down. They couldn't keep up with the online fast fashion that was going on, okay? Again, trends are changing, okay? People, what they thought was cute is not cute anymore, okay? Different things are in, okay? Again, limited sizes. You're not going to really do too well. You can't hold up too well when you're not really including all shapes and sizes and things like that, okay? And again, you know, foot traffic in stores was not really keeping up at that time because online is really starting to pop, okay? So, just another little nugget. AGACI shut down in 2018 because, again, they had to file for bankruptcy. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, I just told y'all 3 of them just had to file for bankruptcy, okay? I don't know why they never rebranded and came back. But either way it go, I know they made a lot of money, bro. I know they did. Just some other stores that kind of like I think like shut down and stuff too that I remember. I can't remember much, but one of them is Delilah's. Y'all remember Delilah's? I remember low key, I think I remember ordering from Delilah's than anything. So they had an actual store. I think they did have some actual stores. What y'all think? Can y'all remember that? I was gonna say Payless. Now I know we missed some Payless, boo, because Payless had it. Our mama was taking us up in there, baby. Shoes was $10. Yeah, shoes was $20. She wasn't spending no more than that. Okay, you was able to get all you just started school shoes, all kind of stuff, graduation, luncheon shoes, play shoes. You was getting it from Payless. Okay, people was on a budget. So I remember that. But yeah, make sure if you made it this far in this video to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? I love talking about like the old days and things like that. Do y'all remember some of these places? Did y'all shop in some of these places? What do you feel about the fast fashion and versus a lot of the boutiques that was online? Or like just like what are you feeling as far as like these stores getting shut down? Okay, so let me know. But yeah, so this is pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about in this video. Make sure you guys are liking, commenting, and subscribing, okay? So we can get into some more fashion stuff, some more lifestyle stuff. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Love you. Bye.